All right, hey, welcome back, and here we are, the last CRUD method we need to cover. Well, the last of the four. We will still have some videos to cover a few other side notes that are important, but here's the put request. We've done get all, we've done post, we've done delete. Now we need to do an update. So following suit with the rest of the videos, let's clear this out, and it's gone. And let's add next into the route. All right. So put request, what's coming our way? Well, one thing is coming, the ID, which one to update, and secondly, the request body, what do I want to update this with? So Mongoose has another wonderful method, just like findOneAndDelete is very readable and you know what it is. Well, Mongoose also has a findOneAndUpdate. So that's what we'll be using to find one and update. How great is that? All right, but this one's a little bit more complicated. There are a few arguments we need to give it. First and foremost, if you can guess, we need to tell it which one to update. So for the sake of clarity, I'm going to split these on multiple lines. I could have done that up here with delete, for example. I could say do this, come back with this, and I can make it a little bit more readable, but it's up to you what you'd like to do. That's what we're going to do with the find one and update here. So the first one is which one? Well, find the one with the ID that matches the rec.params.movie ID. So same as delete. So this is the find this one to update. The second argument is what to update it with. If you recall, we're sending a rec.body. So if all we're needing to do is saying whatever object you find, update it with this object, all we have to say here is rec.body. And that's great. If we were just updating something else or it was some other kind of command, we may provide our own object here and say update the title to be something else. And this would update the title of the movie with this ID to this title. But again, since the user is sending us a request body for this specific update, all I have to say is rec.body. Great. Okay, so this is update the object with this data. Now, one more argument we need to give it before we get that callback function is a little configuration for the find one and update. Because oddly enough, by default, find one and update will send you the outdated version of the object. Not super helpful if you're sending it to the front end to update your state for the user. So we need to send another object here and tell it to send us the new one. So we'll say new true. And this makes sure that it's the updated version of the object that gets sent to the front end. Okay, so send back the updated version, please. Now we can give it the callback function that comes with either an error or the updated movie. All right, now from here it's just following suit with the other route. So we'll say if there was an error, set the status to 500 and return next with that error. But if it was successful, return a status of 201 for the successful update, and .send the updated movie. Great. So yeah, this is probably the most complicated of the routes out of the basic four, but it's not too bad. If you just remember, the first option or the first optional argument is always the filtering object. So we're saying find this one. Then for find one and update in particular, second argument needs to be, all right, what updates am I supposed to perform? Well, we're just going to say take this object and merge it with the existing one, overriding any keys as necessary. Third argument, send us back the new one. Fourth argument, here's the function to let us know, did it go bad or did it go well? And then we handle either one of those eventualities. All right, so let's test this. Let's update our Ninja Turtles movie here. So we have Ninja Turtles. We did our get request. Let's grab the ID. Let's put it at the end of the endpoint. Let's change this to a put, and let's give it a raw body of JSON. Now, this is the exact same object, so we need to, let's say all we want to update is the title. So we want genre to stay as action, release year to stay as 2005. So we don't need to send that in the update. All we need to send is this, and we'll send it to Ninja, just Ninja. All right, big update. So let's see if we get back this object, the same ID, all of that, but with a new title. So we'll hit send. And there we go. Title is Ninja, genre action, release year 2005. And notice the ID 10982, it kept the same ID. So if you remember the object.assign method, this is pretty similar to that. It's not overriding anything we tell it not to overwrite. It's only overriding the key value pairs we give it. And that is the find one and update. Notice the terminal's letting us know successful put to this movie, so all is good. And now we have a fully CRUD backend. Now, if I were to start up my front end with the movies database or with the front end React app that we built much earlier in this course, we would see all of this show up. So might as well give it a shot. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to open up a second terminal here. I'm going to cd into client, and I'm going to npm start. Now that that's started up, let's go check it out in the window. And look at that. We've got title ninja going on here, genre action. Let's see if we can add a movie. We'll say Santa Claus, genre fantasy, add movie. That's cool. Let's edit ninja to be Ninja Turtles again. We'll submit the edit. All right, this looks like it's all working. Let's go check our server console and make sure that it's getting those requests. It is. Look at that. Get, post, put. And if we go and check Postman and we go do our get request to movies, well, the correct endpoint here, just movies. There we go. Ninja Turtles and Santa Claus. So everything is tied together. Notice I didn't have to change anything about my front end from the previous videos. Since I didn't change the endpoints or what they required, I just changed them from interacting with fake data to real data. My front end still works the same way. I can go ahead and delete Santa Claus and now it's gone. Come back here and see my MongoDB server or my Express server interacting with MongoDB is getting all these instructions just like it was when it had fake data. So as soon as you get all this data swapped out in your routes to these Mongoose routes, first full stack app. So good job on that. It's the first of many, I assure you. But yeah, let's get this implemented, get a little bit of practice, and when you're ready, let's move on to look at some more of these features we can use in endpoints, specifically for the get one and the get by genre. All right, we will see you there.